You know that feeling, right? When you've built something that just works. It has that perfect vibe. It's brilliant. But then comes the hard part. How do you turn that awesome piece of code into actual cash, into a real business? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today, because there's a new solution to this very, very old problem. So let me just ask you straight up. Have you ever poured weeks, maybe months, into building a really cool app, a slick little tool, only to launch it and hear nothing? Just crickets. You push it to GitHub, you put it on Replit, and it just sits there. Yeah, it's a feeling a lot of us creators know way too well. We call this the app graveyard problem, and it's a total paradox of the modern world. I mean, it's never been easier to actually build these amazing vibey apps, especially with all the new AI tools out there. But getting people to actually find them, use them, let alone pay for them, it's become nearly impossible. They're basically dead on arrival, all because they have zero distribution. And when you really dig into it, this whole problem comes down to this massive split, this chasm in the creator world. It's a huge gap between two super important groups of people. I like to call it the Great Divide, a tale of two creators. So think about it like this. On one side, you've got the vibe coders. These are the builders, right? The people who can just whip up an incredible app in no time. But the problem is, nobody ever sees it. They suffer from zero distribution, so their brilliant work just dies in that digital graveyard. And then, over on the other side, you've got the marketers, the sellers. These folks have huge audiences, big email lists, tons of followers. But what do they sell? Usually, it's just some generic borrowed software because they don't have unique technical products of their own. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Each side has the one thing the other one desperately needs. And this goes even deeper than just a misconnection. The problem is actually much bigger. With this explosion in AI, the market is just flooded with apps that are, let's be honest, broken, insecure, or just completely unmarketable. There's a real lack of quality control out there, and that creates this massive trust issue for everybody. Okay, so if the problem is this huge divide made worse by a lack of trust and quality, what's the fix? Well, you need a bridge. A really solid, high-speed bridge that's built to connect these two worlds, solving the distribution problem for coders and the inventory problem for marketers, all while making sure everything is top-notch quality. And that bridge is this. Let me introduce you to ViberForce. So what is it? It's the world's first automated marketplace designed specifically for what we call vibe-coded micro SaaS. Just think of these as small, super focused apps built with a killer user experience in mind. They're polished, they're intuitive, and they solve one problem really, really well. So that's the big picture. But you're probably wondering, how does this actually help me? Let's break down the payoff. What's in it for both the coders and the marketers? All right, Vibe coders, let's talk to you first. This is all about breaking that cycle of building amazing things that just fade away. It's time to stop letting your best ideas just rot in some forgotten repository. We made the process almost laughably simple. Step 1, one-click submission. You literally just paste in your GitHub or Replit URL. That's it. Our AI takes it from there. Step 2, instant vetting. We have this vibe check engine that automatically audits your app for security, for logic, for polish. And step 3, this is the best part, passive royalties. You sit back and collect 30 to 50% of every single sale. The marketers handle all the headaches, the ads, the support, and you get paid for what you created. The whole philosophy is really simple. You focus on what you're a genius at, building the vibe. We'll connect you to a global army of resellers who are ready to build the business for you. Okay, now for you marketers and sellers out there, listen up. It's time to stop pushing the same old generic software everyone else is. It's time to actually own your niche with a product that's truly unique. What we're offering you is basically a zero-risk digital inventory. And I mean zero risk, because every single app is 100% tested for quality and security. If it's on our marketplace, it works. Period. They're all white label ready, so you can slap your own brand on it and be selling in like 5 minutes. You get access to apps with a proven vibe. You know, that secret sauce that gives them massive viral potential. And the money part is simple. You keep up to 80% of the revenue you bring in. Seriously, the potential here is just huge. Think about it. You're not just finding some random product to sell. You could be finding your next 6-figure business, totally ready to go in just a couple of clicks.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. An automated system connecting coders and sellers, it might sound a little too good to be true. And you're right to be skeptical. The key, the absolute bedrock of this entire thing, is trust. And we build that trust on something we call the Vibe Check Guarantee.
Every single app that gets submitted has to go through what we call the Vibe Check Gauntlet. It's a 3-stage process. First up, the security scan. Our AI goes through the code with a fine-tooth comb, looking for data leaks, prompt injections, any funny business. Second is agentic QA. This is cool. We have autonomous bots that act like real users, clicking every button, testing every single feature to make sure it all works perfectly. And finally, the Vibe Score. That's our aesthetic and user experience check to make sure the app isn't just functional, but actually ready for the market.
So let's talk about the money. How does this all work financially so that everybody, the dev, the marketer, and us, comes out ahead? We designed the whole model to be super transparent and fair.
For developers, it all starts with this number right here, $29, a single one-time listing fee. So why the fee at all? Look, this isn't about profit for us. It's to cover the pretty intense AI computing costs needed to run that deep scan security and QA gauntlet. It also ensures that only people who are serious about their projects submit them.
When you look at the whole thing, it's a true win-win-win model. The devs pay a tiny fee to get their app vetted and put in front of a global sales force. The marketers only pay a commission when they actually make a sale, so it's all based on success. And ViberForce? We provide the infrastructure, that foundation of trust, and the bridge that makes it all possible.
And that really brings us to today. The tech is built, the marketplace is live, the bridge is open for traffic. Your next big thing, whether you're a builder or a seller, is sitting right there, waiting for you.
So you really only have one question to ask yourself. In this new world, this new ecosystem, what's your role going to be? Are you the one who builds the vibe, or are you the one who builds the business? The beautiful part is, with ViberForce, you don't have to be both anymore.
You get to choose your path. For all you vibe coders listening, it's time to rescue your projects from the graveyard and start earning passive income. Go ahead and submit your app. And for all you marketers and sellers, your next hit product is literally waiting for you. Go browse the vault. The choice is yours.